Hello.
Excellent. I think we'll start with Harry Brook, England captain. We're going to go to David Charlesworth first up, and then we'll open up to everyone else. Thank you.
Hi Harry. T20 World Cup semi-final against India in India. Is this as good as it gets? And is everyone excited? I suppose, what's the mood in the camp like?
Yeah, it's up there for sure. It's a dream come true for most of us to play in a World Cup semi-final against the home nation on a very iconic ground. So we're all really looking forward to it.
Morning Marco was in here early. He described the likelihood of it being a shootout tomorrow. What's your prediction for the game?
Well, prediction. No, we're obviously going into the game we're confident. We're playing some good cricket. We haven't quite played that perfect performance, and I feel like it's just around the corner. Hopefully, it's tomorrow night, and we go out there and we just play with freedom, play brave, and look to take it to them as much as we can.
The manner of your victories, at times the teams you've been playing have looked favourites to win, but you've obviously won the decisive moments in these contests. Does that lend an air of maybe not invincibility, but more like feel like you're close to unbeatable?
No, definitely not unbeatable, but I think it gives us a lot of confidence going into tomorrow as well. We've won them tight games, which in World Cups proved to be very important as well. And we've got a lot of confidence going into the deeper parts of the game. We've won games, like you said, which we probably shouldn't have won, and it just feels like we've never really been out of any game so far, which holds you in good stead in these world competitions.
We've got Sydney at the front, then Simon. This gentleman here. Sorry, go ahead, and then Simon. Go ahead.
Hi Harry. Jaxi had announced in this very room that India will be the team to beat for England. Of course, the general consensus among the teams has been that India will be the strongest competitor, bar none. But then again, I just wanted to highlight that ever since you assumed captaincy, the only team who has a higher win percentage than India in T20I cricket is England. Do you go into this competition? Do you go into this match with that knowledge, sort of adding confidence to your stride that you are the best performing T20I team in the last sort of few months?
I didn't even know that, to be honest, so that's news to me. We've obviously played some good cricket over the last year or so, and hopefully we can play some more good cricket tomorrow. I do believe that India were the favourites from the start of the competitions, as they should be on their home soil, home crowds, and knowing the venues better than anyone else. But T20 is such a fickle game and anything can happen.
Simon, go ahead.
You say that England haven't played the perfect game. Do you need the perfect game to beat India in Mumbai, or are they perhaps a little, overhyped maybe?
No, I don't believe that we need a perfect game to win the competition, to be honest. Them games that we have won have been nowhere near perfect, and we still managed to get the wins convincingly in some of them and then tight in the other games. But it's just the unity that we've had to be able to get across the line, the belief that everybody's shown throughout them games, and the calmness that we've had when the bowlers have been stood at the top of the mark. Or, for example, the way that Jaxi and Rehan played it the other night, they were extremely calm, and to get us over the line needing 40 off the last 3 overs was awesome.
Just slightly random question about the makeup of the team. When you came in as captain, your first game you brought in Tom Banton back. You brought in Will Jackson at 7 for the first time and Liam Dawson back after a few years. Was that a vision that you had for the team? Did you fight for those people to go where they've gone? How did those changes happen?
Yeah, obviously when I took over, this was a year away, and it felt like it probably needed a little bit of planning, and that was slightly part of the planning, really, to try and get some game time in them guys, and them slowly build some confidence up, knowing that they were going to be in the side most of the time, and they've taken them roles on beautifully. Jaxi, for example, he's had 4 man of the matches this World Cup. He's been the standout player in the competition, arguably. Dawson's played a massive role in plenty of games as well. Bance has won us a few games off his own bat, and it's just having that confidence, knowing that you are going to be around for a little while, and thankfully it's got us this far so far in the competition.
How personally rewarding is it to make kind of big calls like that, put players in positions they've never played before, and here you are in a World Cup semi-final and you've been rewarded for that?
Yeah, and I'm close to all 3 of them as well, so I knew when I'm stepping onto that field that they're going to have my back. They're gonna agree or not agree, but have my back with whatever decision I make when I'm on the pitch, and then they'll fight my corner at every given occasion.
How important is it to have friends in the team?
First of all, they have to be good enough cricketers to get in the team, but I do think it makes a big difference when you know that someone's going to have your corner and fight for you until the last ball, and them three and, well, the whole 11 have done that beautifully since I've taken over.
Second row here, and then the lady in the corner.
Harry, you have been praised for your captaincy, the way you have led this England side in this T20 World Cup. But for a player like Josh Butler, who is experienced, who has been a former captain, as a young leader, how do you deal with him? What are the conversations when he's not getting runs? And is it the time that Butler, such a big player, can light up this semi-final with his batting?
Yeah. You don't have to talk to him too much. I think leaving him alone is probably the best thing to do. He's been a powerhouse of a cricketer for many years, as we've all seen, and I've been asked this question thousands of times now, and I just think that there should be no reason to question why he's in the team.
Go ahead in the corner.
Hi, Harry. You mentioned about the tight situations in your previous matches, but it is to be noted that England have managed to bounce back from the tough situations, be it against Nepal or Pakistan. How vital is that for teams' confidence, knowing that your team can bounce back from any given situation, especially going into a crucial match like the semi-final?
Yeah, massive confidence. Like I said before, we don't feel like we're ever out of a game so far, and all it takes is one of the top 7 to get a decent score, or one of our 5 or 6 bowlers to have an amazing day out there, and all of a sudden you're walking away with a victory, and that's what we've done so well so far. Everybody's kind of chipped in. That game against New Zealand, everybody had a part to play, whether that's bat ball or in the field. So it's definitely so far been mainly team performances, but I feel like there's a big individual performance to come soon.
Cheers.
The back in the middle, yeah, go ahead.
Harry, momentum, can you just talk about what the significance of momentum is? India's been in 2 knockout games already coming into the semi-final. Is that a factor at all going into a semi-final?
Sorry, what was that?
So India have been in 2 knockout games already coming into the semi-final. Is that like a factor at all when you talk about momentum?
I don't know, that's for them to answer. Nothing to do with me.
Just on the significance of momentum in this format.
We've just got to go out there and play our game. Like I said, that's for them to answer. That's their question.
Yeah, at the back.
Harry, you've made a lot of tactical calls that's gone your way, in this tournament, even in crunch situations. Could you talk about the tactical challenges you will have as a captain against a team like India with all the variables that come into play playing at this venue?
Yeah, we obviously get a lot of stats. We've got a lot of videos. We can see where the batters are trying to hit the ball. We know the wagon wheels and whatnot. We know the matchups. It's just about trying to fiddle the bowlers to make sure that it's uncomfortable for their batters for as long as possible. Really, they're obviously a very good side and they can adapt to different bowlers. But my job is to try and make it as uncomfortable for them as possible.